Good morning, everybody. Um, got some things on my mind I want to speak about, and decided to go ahead and do a video because typing it would have took me so too long. I don't do this normally, and I'm recording this. That way, I can edit if I need to, or go ahead and scrap it and do something again if I want to. But I wanted to go ahead and get into this Ice Cube situation. Just kind of share my thoughts of it, or share my thoughts on it. Well, I guess, and forgive me if I say I'm out of the loop a little bit. I didn't really know that Ice Cube had came with a proposal to both Democrat and Republican parties about the contract with Black America, and he actually got some. He actually um, was contacted by somebody from both parties, and uh, while the Democrats said that they'll address it and they'll deal with it after the election, the Republicans, led by Donald Trump, decided to go ahead and reach out to him, and they wanted to um, go to work with him or try to see what his plan was. Let me say this. Um, I have been a fan of Ice Cube since I learned about him his NWA days, and he's always been like my favorite rapper. And then I followed him into his acting career, and I've always kind of just personally just think that Cube's a man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my earliest political views and just views on social on social things came a lot from what he rapped about and what he talked about in videos and what he rapped about on his songs. Uh, about his social his social awareness to what was going on in politics. I listened a lot to what he said, and I agree with a lot he said. And today I'm hearing that when I'm reading comments and posts on Facebook that a lot of people think that he's sold out, and they think that he's basically selling out the black community to go to work with the devil. Let me say this. First of all, I don't think Ice Cube is selling out. I don't think that Ice Cube is selling out the black community. I think there's a reason why he's doing this. And that honestly is to see actually to weed out these two people who are running for the highest office of the country. Donald Trump, who represents the Republicans, and Joe Biden, who represents the Democrats. And I think he wants to see who is willing to put their money where their mouth is, so to speak. I think that he wants to really, he really wants these politicians to really take a hard, long look at the conditions in Black America and really take us seriously instead of just soliciting our vote every 4 years and hoping that we vote for them on their tickets. I think that he really wants them to take a long, hard look of what they're really planning to do for Black America. So I don't necessarily look at that as being Ice Cube's way of selling out to work with the Trump administration. I actually kind of looked at some of the points of his plan, and I like it. I really agree with a lot of what he said, what he wants to try to accomplish with the contract with Black America, or CBWA, I think they're calling it. I actually like it. I like the plan a lot, and I think it's be very beneficial for Black people. You know, Something that I think that more people need to sign on and get on board with, regardless of your party, regardless of your political affiliation, regardless of your color. I think I see this as a very beneficial thing. Second point, so I'll say that I do like the idea, but the second point I want to make about it is that I do believe that Donald Trump is trying to jump on it, and he wants to go into business with Ice Cube just so that he can secure the black vote in a few short weeks here when he goes up for re-election and we decide who's going to be the next leader of the free world. So I do believe that that's really one of his tactics to go ahead and align himself with somebody who he feels, or for a lot of people feels, who've been a voice or one of the voices for Black America and Black Americans, to try to just really support, secure more Black voting, or I'm sorry, more Black voters. Um, I think, what I'm saying, honestly, that's what I honestly think, what I'm saying, him jumping on or reaching out to Ice Cube about it, that's what I think he's doing. Is he serious? Well, I'll tell you this. I don't know if he's serious or not, but Donald Trump has been, for his entire 4 years in office, claiming that he's done more for Black Americans than Barack Obama, Martin Luther King, Jesse Jackson, President Lincoln, and a bunch of others. He portrays himself to be this black savior, that black people has flourished well more than under him than any other president in the history of America. Well, it's one thing to believe it, but it's another thing to put his words into action. If he is serious about working with Ice Cube on his contract with Black America, I will make sure that I hold him accountable to every word that, or everything that is in that contract, that say that he wants to go ahead and uh, I guess put it under his administration for the next 4 years as this platinum plan. I would encourage and really just admonish black people to make sure that if he decides he wants to go with this platinum plan and put it as part of his package for Black America, we, and I am talking about my brown skin and my other brown skin and black skin brothers and sisters, to hold him accountable to every word uh, that he agreed to with this contract. You know, um, I think that he ought to put up or shut up, honestly. If he's serious about going to work with Ice Cube about this contract with Black America, I think it's time to put up or shut up. If he's really this so-called savior, or if he really wants to promote himself as his savior, I think it's time that we hold him accountable to it. I mean, not to say that I support the man, because it's a lot that he's said and done that just don't really seem comfortable with me. Period. So, but I'm not gonna get into that right now. But I do really believe that if he is serious about supporting my brother's Ice Cube's plan, that we Black Americans hold Donald Trump accountable. Hold him accountable to it. And the third point I'm going to make to it is that if Joe Biden is elected and he decides to go ahead and adopt Ice Cube's plan for Black America, we hold Biden and his administration accountable to what Ice Cube is proposing, um, and not that the gas pedal up, so to speak. We put the foot down to the metal and we push it, and we keep pushing and we keep pushing, because politics has been screwing us, especially the black people, for years. And uh, personally, have us fighting. I mean, black people fighting to be Democrats or Republicans or liberals or conservatives. If he is elected and he decides to adopt this plan, I say we put our foot on the gas pedal and we mash that son of a gun, and we keep it down on his neck, so to speak, so that this plan goes into action and takes effect. Um, I know that Biden has history that said, he said before how he didn't feel right about schools being segregated with black and white students, and or black kids with white kids, so on and so forth. And now it seems like he's changing his tune. And then, he has a lot of bad history where it comes with black people. But if he's really serious about representing black Americans, then I think we should hold him accountable to this as well. Last point I'll make about this deals with black people uh, directly. Get out of the business and stop calling people coons and Uncle Toms just because they think differently than you, or because they choose to work with somebody who, well, may not be Democratic, and they decide that they want to say, "Hey, how can we help in this situation?" Or just because they may be a Republican and you say no. That has been the single thing that has been dividing us for years. This two-party system that is screwing both of us. We need to be able to start getting behind anyone. Well, I won't say anyone. We need to start with ourselves, really. Let me rephrase that. We need to start with ourselves. Just because somebody who's a Republican and a conservative doesn't make them a coon or a Sambo. Just because somebody is a Democrat doesn't make them supporting some type of racist party or something like that. A party that started out way back when America was in its foundations. That doesn't make them Uncle Toms, or that they support racists or anything. We need to get out fighting this whole party battle, and we need to learn how to come together and get some stuff accomplished. Because we've been trusting on these two political systems for years, and where has it gotten us? Our kids are still getting killed in our communities. We still fighting for scraps. We still begging for crumbs at the master's table. And I think that we need to really take a long, hard look at ourselves and stop trying to fight each other on political sides, red or blue. Sounds a whole lot like Crip and Bloods to me, if you ask me, because I mean, I'm from, even though I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada. Um, I've dealt with both sides of my whole lifetime, and it's no different than people fighting over red and blue. But even here, what I'm saying, the red and blue, they put their differences aside sometimes and come together when the cause um, affects them. And I think that's what we need to do as black people, and stop with this nonsense that I can't support somebody because they're Republican, or I can't support somebody because they're Democrat. You know what I'm saying? If we really want change, we need to start looking at each other, supporting one another. Seriously take a look at what Ice Cube's plan is, and what Ice Cube is talking about in this plan, and see how we can start applying that, and let's see how we can work on that as a community. Let's see how we can work that to our advantage before we start to keep supporting politicians that solicit our vote every year just to give us nothing. You know what I'm saying? I think we need to start looking at that and let's see how we can advance each other, not just advance the political career of another politician or a political party or a political agenda. Let's advance ourselves. That's all I got to say on the matter. Peace.